Can you see everything Lincoln's got to offer in 24 hours? We're here this weekend to find out. We'll find things to do, places to eat. We've got a hotel to stay at, so come and join us. Our first stop was a craft fair that we passed on our way into the car park.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky.
Elite on the bale. It looks like there's space anyway. Shall we go in here?
Yeah. Absolutely. No, we haven't. Do you have one available for two of us, please? Thank you.
Thank you. That was easy enough, getting a table.
Yeah, I was quite surprised by that. Cream and jam scone and a mini cake. $19.95 per person. That was quick.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, with the bread rolls in a moment.
Oh,
Thank
Is there
you.
any other
Thank
sauces
you.
or anything?
No, that's perfect.
Can I get some ketchup and mayo as well, please? Thank you. Gosh, if this is the light bite, I dread to think what the full one is like.
The portion sizes were just right. The restaurant had a great atmosphere with friendly staff, and as we judge every fish and chips on the curry sauce, this was definitely top tier. Now let's go and take a look at the cathedral.
Yeah, I like this phone. I really like those houses with the big bay fronted windows.
So we walked inside the cathedral. It was free entry. There were a lot of people in here, but it was fairly quiet, as you would expect. We walk into the main hall and it really opens up. The super high ceilings, the beautiful stained glass windows. It really is an incredible building. I'm not a religious person by any means, but I can appreciate the architecture, the detail and the effort that has gone into building this. It really is an iconic building. You can do guided tours here. We didn't. But there is a roof level that you can go up to and walk around the top, which I think would be worth it. And here you can see a model of the church and just how big it actually is. Incredible. Novelty, isn't it? Walk and ride. We will find the reason for this bus later on. Standing high above the city, this incredible building has dominated the skyline for nearly 1,000 years, and for over 200 of those years it was actually the tallest building in the world. This cathedral is one of the greatest examples of Gothic architecture anywhere in Europe, and a place packed with history, power and stories that go far beyond what you first see. Construction began in 1072, not long after the Norman conquest of England, when William the Conqueror wanted to establish control across the country. But what you see today is largely the result of rebuilding, after earthquakes caused major damage in the 12th century. What replaced it was something truly ambitious. With its towering arches, detailed stone carvings and enormous stained glass windows, Lincoln Cathedral became a symbol of wealth, faith and influence, and when its central spire was completed in the 14th century, it stretched to around 160 metres high, officially making it the tallest building in the world at the time, overtaking the Great Pyramid of Giza. That title lasted for over 2 centuries, until the spire eventually collapsed in 1548, but even without it, the scale of this place is still hard to take in. Inside you'll find one of the cathedral's most famous features, the Lincoln Imp, a small carved figure said to have been turned to stone by an angel after causing chaos inside the church. It's become a symbol of the city, and spotting it has become a bit of a tradition for visitors. The cathedral is also home to one of the original copies of the Magna Carta, one of the most important documents in British history, helping to shape the idea that nobody, not even a king, is above the law. But beyond all the history, what really stands out is the atmosphere. There's something about the sheer size, the silence, and the detail in every corner that makes you stop and just take it all in. Whether you're here for the history, the architecture, or just the view across Lincoln, this is a place that genuinely delivers. We then headed to Steep Hill, and our first stop at the very top was the Lincoln Emporium, a very special place dedicated to the Lincoln Imp. And as you can see, there is a variety of imps, different sizes, different shapes, different colours. It's quite a special place actually, and not your normal high street shop. I picked my imp. I then took it over to the photo stand where you can put him in there and take photos against the Lincoln background. I seem to take way too long doing this. And then I got asked to open the magic book. I was expecting a fantastical tale, but instead I was greeted with the card machine. Perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
We then headed into another unusual shop which had all these designed handbags, incredible patterns, shoes where no two were alike, and this pool table bag. Incredible. Let's go back up. This is where the walk and ride bus comes in handy, because this was a long hill that just kept getting steeper. You ready for this?
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Give it my best. Pretty steep.
She was so not ready for this. This is just the warm-up. There's a tapas bar there. The Jew's House restaurant. This looks brutal. And it is brutal. Steep Hill is one of the steepest streets in England, with a gradient of around 1 in 7, which is 14 to 16% in places. Come on. We'll see her at the top then. The plan once we make it to the top is to go and get our bag from the car, check into the hotel. Have you ever seen someone crying whilst eating a pie? What have we got? Pigeon and bacon. 3 little pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sauce on the steak.
It's just gone 20 to 3. We've just got our bags. Let's go and see if we can check in. Hi there, you alright? Can we check? Yeah, is that alright? Thank you. Marshall.
What's your first name?
Lee.
5 minutes later.
Right, we're back outside now. It's still very windy. And we're just going to go and get egg coffee and a cake somewhere. Probably a cup of tea actually, but there's a few tea rooms down here, so we'll find somewhere to go and sit. Still a lovely day.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's still windy though.
The castle's over there, so we'll go there afterwards. Hi, you alright? Table for 2?
Yeah, we are only drinks and cakes.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
alright? Yeah.
cakes,
Just put them
perfect.
on the window.
Thank you.
This is the cake board. Just
Oh, lovely, thank you.
God, I've got a whole menu.
So we've got lemon bakewell, chocolate nest, coffee and walnut, triple chocolate and brownie. And what else? We've got Kinder Flapjack, cherry bakewell. Good selection of cakes.
Good selection of hot chocolates as well.
Blimey.
Indoors because it would irritate you so much. Other people's kids and other people's dogs, they don't realise how irritating they are.
They're all hot chocolates.
But their kids run around, they just don't, because they're tatted.
So I'm going to have a tea, I think. Thank you.
tea.
Yep, thank you.
Luxury.
Thank you.
Got your tap water.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you. Cheers.
But
Those
it's
look very good.
yeah,
And she started and I went, I can feel that.
like big.
And so she backed off, they gave me some more and knocked me out for 2
It
hours.
looks like it's just going to fall apart in my hands.
Oh, that was very tasty. Enjoy that?
Very much so. Really nice.
You can't really go wrong with tea and scone, can you?
Yeah, it's a nice hot chocolate.
Oh yeah. Quite a menu.
The hot chocolate selection is the most I think I've ever seen in any cafe.
Yeah. Right, let's go to
Oh,
the...
we didn't look at those sausage rolls.
Oh no, we can get that when we go back, can't we? Let's go and have a look at the castle. It's closed now, but we can still have a walk round. And then we'll come back tomorrow. So we've got the wall walk, which I think is closed at the moment for refurbishment. The prison and the Magna Carta. £18 for a day ticket. open 10 till 5. Built by William the Conqueror in 1068. Oh, so the whole thing closes at 5.
Yeah. So shall we just wait and come back tomorrow that we can see it all first time tomorrow then?
And so that's what we did. The only thing to do now is to get back to the hotel and have dinner. Duo of lamb with a lonely croquette. It's a decent sized croquette, but it's the first time I've only ever had one. Looks good though. This is one of those meals that doesn't look much, that fills you up hopefully.
Quality over quantity. Before this one will come out.
After that delicious meal, we took a walk outside where the atmosphere was completely different to that of earlier in the day. We will see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 2. It is just gone 8:30. We're about to go for breakfast, but we thought we'd just give you our thoughts on the bed and the night itself.
Yeah, the bed was very comfortable. It was a nice size for 2 of us. Only criticism would be the pillows. It's one of those occasions where 2 is too high but 1 is too low, so it took a bit of time just getting them adjusted, but other than that it was really comfortable.
I thought the bed was a little bit firm. It's not the comfiest bed I've slept in, but it wasn't too bad. The biggest criticism I had was the noise outside. I know that's nothing to do with a hotel, but being right in the centre of a popular place, it was very loud last night. It was Easter Saturday weekend. There was a few hen doos and stag doos gathering yesterday, but it was late. It was also very windy, and I think there's a swing sign outside of our room that we could hear banging for most of the night. But the room itself, I'd give the bed a 7 out of 10. Not the comfiest, but certainly not the worst I've been in. Yeah, what do you give it out of 10?
Probably an 8, maybe an 8. Yeah, I think it's just the pillows for me that weren't the greatest.
Yeah, so overall not a bad night. And now we're going for breakfast. I've got high expectations for this after dinner last night, so let's go and see what that's like. Breakfast was served in the same room as dinner last night. There was a cooked breakfast menu where you can get a full English, vegetarian options, numerous egg dishes, and then you've got French toast and porridge. I had a selection from the continental buffet, cold meats and cheese with a croissant and a muffin, all very nice, and followed that up with a delicious full English breakfast. You only get one black pudding, but they didn't want hers, so I had it. Top quality meats, the eggs were cooked perfectly, really enjoyed it. So all checked out, and that was £156 for dinner and breakfast. £30 for breakfast, £120 for dinner. A bit pricey, but it was good food, wasn't it?
It was, and we only had 2 courses as well.
Yeah. Right, it's 10 AM. Let's go and have a look at the castle. Want to go in here first?
Yeah.
Victoria. Victorian prison cell.
This is the chapel which we were advised not to miss. It's quite an eerie place because every seat is segregated by a door.
Yeah, you have to go in and
Not something I've come across before, to be honest. This is the main courthouse, which is still used today as the county court. Part of the walls are still open, so we had a walk up, and you can walk about 50 metres of them, which I think was worth it.
Oh wow.
So this is the public car park that we were talking about, and then our car is parked over there in the hotel car park, just there. If you are enjoying this video, please do hit like and subscribe. If you haven't already, it's hugely appreciated.
It's quite newish, doesn't it?
There's a Hilton there.
Oh yeah, double train.
We then took a 5-minute drive down the hills to Brayford waterfront. We weren't quite sure what to expect here, but there wasn't really a lot going on, although I imagine at night time this place really does have a good atmosphere.
We tried to find a really nice picturesque setting to do the final review, but we couldn't find it. But what are your overall thoughts?
I've had a really good weekend. I've really enjoyed it. I think there's a lot to see and do. It took me by surprise about how pretty Lincoln was or is, and yeah, I definitely recommend it. Would definitely come back again another day. Really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice city. There is a lot to do. There's the cathedral, which you could also do some guided tours, which we didn't. There is a roof tour as well. There's the castle, which we went to. Again, we got a day ticket. That does include guided tours if you want. There's Steep Hill, the independent shops, which was a nice walk yesterday. There is the main high street as well, and the city centre with your more known branded shops. But overall, it was a really nice weekend. It was a nicely paced weekend. We didn't feel rushed. The hotel was superb. The food was great in the hotel, the fish and chips, the scones at the tea room, all very tasty.
Hot chocolates, very nice.
Yeah, you enjoyed the hot chocolates. Overall, a very nice weekend. I would rate Lincoln a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, we say weekend, but it's only been 24 hours really, hasn't it? Because we only arrived yesterday afternoon, and so it's not even been 2 full days here. So, but we've seen and done a lot, and yeah, I'll definitely recommend it, and I would give it a solid 8 out of 10 as well.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until